chop day. Today I'm gonna be chopping down 2 of these autos over here because they're ready. Well, one's past ready. Life is just busy with family and everything else going on. I should have done that like a week or 2 ago or more. And I had a little bit of spider mites, maybe some thirps. So I'm gonna do a bud wash and I'm gonna show you guys how to do that. These are gonna be the 2 plants I'm gonna chop down. Still have the re-veg and then my Northern Lights, the auto. But these are both autos. That one's Northern Lights, this one's Bruce Banner. This is the one I probably should have cut a little bit earlier, but I was trying to let it do its thing and I was waiting for it 70% or so of the trichomes to turn amber and they just never quite happened. They're close right now, but as you can tell, it is kind of brown. If you can zoom in closer on the buds really aren't awful. It could be better. And then I'm gonna go ahead and chop down this Bruce Banner too. It's probably good enough. But you're gonna need some buckets of water. I'm gonna dump this RO water back in this bucket. I need lukewarm water in this one, so I'm gonna go upstairs and get some hot water, or kind of warm water. Okay, so I have my lukewarm water, I have my cold water. You can do this with 2 lukewarm waters, like a rinse, and then like another rinse, and then the final rinse. But I'm just gonna do the 2. I'm gonna use 1 cup of peroxide and 1 cup of lemon juice per 5 gallons. So we're gonna do 1 cup of peroxide. One cup, maybe a little over, it won't hurt. We're gonna take that and we're gonna put it in our water. Next, lemon juice. A little extra, don't hurt. And we're gonna pour it into the bucket. We're gonna give that a stir. Giving it the stir. Get a nice little whirlpool going, mix this all up nice and good. Okay, and then since I'll be bud washing, I'm not gonna just cut the stalk down here at the bottom. I'm gonna cut these branches off, make it easier for myself. Cut off the full branch right here, cut it off, and that way I can wash each bud and fit it in the bucket nice and easy. And I'm gonna go ahead and start with Northern Lights first, so I'm just gonna start cutting branches off and going from there. Next, we're gonna take this harvest to the bud washer. Now, like I said, this is lukewarm water. This one's gonna be cold water. That one's gonna be filtered water, RO water. You want it to be distilled or filtered. And then this is just from the tap, warm. Now I'm inside my dry tent and I'm gonna hang these up on the string that's up above here. And that's what it looks like all hanging up there. I got my string from one side to the other. So now I have the Northern Lights here, and I have the Bruce Banner here. I'm gonna turn on my fan, my humidity. I want it to be about 60 degrees in here and a 60% humidity, and keep it like that for a week. Now I'm doing this inside my hunting blind here. You want it to usually be in a dark room. People use cardboard boxes. Most people use grow tents. That way they can, adjust the humidity and everything else like they want to. But this hunting blind works pretty damn well. And then as far as the water, you really don't see too much in here. I know there is, at least a little bit. Same for over here. There's not much. When I did my first plant outside, I had aphids and I had I think it was mostly aphids, but I had a bunch of little bugs on there, and this stuff worked great. And then I'm gonna leave the plants in here for about a week. You find a medium-sized branch and you want to try to break it. If it just bends, it's not ready. If it just snaps, then you're good. And then there was two, just my Northern Lights, my re-veg that I have no idea what that is because of the bag seed from the dispo. And I'll tell you that story if you want to know it. But now both these plants have plenty of room and get as much light as they can underneath this JJD 12-bar light. I do think this re-veg is going to be a big girl, especially when I put her back outside in spring. Going to scrog her out, get her as horizontal as possible when she's out there, and then support all the buds.